Hello, today we back to Syrah, and this time from the Côte Rôtie again. It's Guigal, which is one of the biggest houses in the Rhône. Very strong presence on a lot of different wines, you got Châteauneuf du Pape, they have the Saint-Joseph, they have Gigondas, they have Côte Rôtie, they have several Côte Rôties. This is the entry level called Brune et Blonde from 2010, which was an amazing year. It's made out of several parcels, and some of it is theirs, and some of it they buy Ocean grapes to make this Brune et Blonde, which is the biggest sort of volume producer. And there's a little bit of Viognier in this, about 5%, which is allowed in Côte Rôtie. You can have up to 10%, sometimes more, of Viognier in a Côte Rôtie, and the rest has to be 100% Syrah. This is co-fermented with your Viognier, so you get the mix early on as opposed to mixed in later when they do the assemblage. It's always been, for me, a really good Côte Rôtie because it's high quality. It's really, reasonably affordable comparatively not Côte Rôtie, Côte Rôtie, because we're talking $50, $60, $70 a bottle, which I know sounds like a lot, and it is, but it's not 100, 200 like some of the top. The top bottlings, La Mouline, La Turque, we're looking, $300-$400 depending on the vintage. So it's certainly excessive. And these they make in large enough quantities that you can find it in many different stores around the country. And if you pick a good year, you're going to have a very good experience. Anyway, I poured some already. I opened this a little early for dinner tonight. We're taking it with us to a restaurant, which is one of the great things I love doing, because then you can really get to have really good food with your choice of wine. The bouquet is just very, it's not, the color is a little bit more Bordeaux than Burgundy, so it's got more red, not Burgundy, than Rhône, more red than violet in it. I don't see much of a rim around it or like an alcoholic rim. I think it's sort of pretty settled down, being, 10 years old. This is not a very alcoholic wine usually. It's 13.5%. And the Côte Rôtie, compared to the Hermitage, which is the other top Syrah from the north of the Rhône, it's supposed to be a little bit more feminine, a little softer, even though they're both amazing wines. On the nose, there's some fruit, but there's also this sort of more of a savory, maybe, I don't know what it is, a little bit of wood chips, not the wood from the barrel, but kind of wood from the the forest in a way. And maybe a little bit of leather, a little bit of pencil, graphite, pencil lead, but also some coyness from like some flour, so it's a mix of fruit and flour, which is also something of note in this kind of wine. Let's see again. You get more alcohol now coming out, through the nose, but again, not overwhelming, not like let me take a whiff of this, but it's certainly present on the nose. Definitely hits you on the back more than on the front. You get the very fine tannins. Again, it's more velvety, doesn't hit you over the head. You've got a little bit of that green peppercorn, which you always have in Northern Syrah, Northern Rhône Syrahs. We've talked about this when we had Saint-Joseph before as well. But it's all very well packaged, very harmonious. I mean, so many different flavors, so many different aromas, and this sort of a little bit of a comforting, this is something I can drink and feel good. I don't know how to describe that. Maybe more of a winter wine, so it's a bit strange to drink in the middle of summer, but you can cool it a little bit, and I think you get a lot of pleasure out of it. The finish is not very long. It's strong, but it doesn't stay with you for a long time. It's a good, balanced, interesting wine. You're going to get different flavors at different sips. But it's not, of course, not a top of the line Côte Rôtie, and it's reflected in the price relatively again. So you are getting a quality Côte Rôtie at a market price for what this should be. I've had it for a long time, so if you can again age it, it's even better for something like a 2010. The cherry is coming out a little more, and again, it's something that really makes an impression, but doesn't hit you over the head. It's not super long, but I think it's long enough and makes you want to drink more, which is even better. Anyway, cheers! And this is again a Brune Blonde Guigal 2010. See you soon.